What's up, guys? This is B, and this is Wrestling Forever. Today I got a good topic to talk about. Goldberg. Let's get into this guy right now when it comes to the situation at hand dealing around the WWE Championship match at Royal Rumble. Now that I got the little gentle stuff out of the way, let's talk about this whole situation. Because literally, let's be honest, the whole reason for his return and challenging Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship is damn stupid. Straight up stupid. How did he try to put in some which way that he was here because he sees Drew McIntyre for who he really is, that he doesn't care for any of the legends in the back, that he thinks that he's better than all of them, and that he's here to show him that the legends are just as powerful as they can ever be. Whatever stupid crap he was trying to mumble out. Oh God, it's like that drunk uncle that tries to tell you stories but can't get none of the words out right or make any sense whatsoever on what he's telling you. That's practically what it felt like when you listen to Goldberg. Because practically, for one, let's be honest, how the hell is Drew McIntyre in any aspect disrespect for the legends when practically the last half of his when the last third or the last fifth of his WWE Championship reign of his first one, he was practically defending the legends that was being attacked by Randy Orton, that Randy Orton was treating like trash, that wasn't, and everything else like that. He was doing everything in the homage and respect of the legends that Randy Orton was assaulting and mistreating. And so I don't understand. I really believe Goldberg's ass really needs to start watching wrestling more, because obviously he is not watching the episodes and he is totally in a major misconception and going a direction of point of view that is nothing, any aspect exact to the actual way of things going with Drew McIntyre as champion. And then at the same time, it's like, I understand this the Royal Rumble. I understand you're trying to get things built up for WrestleMania. But is this really the time to have Goldberg going for a world championship? Every single time they do this, it's like Mr. Man has this click, like, oh, it's Royal Rumble time? Oh my God, it's within the 3 months before WrestleMania. All right, let's bring in Goldberg and let's have him squash somebody's championship reign and have him go in as a champion to do something magnificent. Look, 2017 when he came back, till WrestleMania time. Before that, it was Survivor Series 2016. That whole pros from Survivor Series 2016 all the way to WrestleMania 33, that was a different situation. That was a match that it was never really giving a chance because fans were pissed because they both were leaving. Fans didn't care. They were pissed off with them both, so it didn't matter exactly how good of a wrestler they were. No matter how good the story was, they weren't going to give it a damn light of day because they were pissed. So, so this was like, at that time, that was like a reboot of that final chapter before they called quits and like, all right, you know what? No more of this battle between me and you. They squashed it. Goldberg beat the holy hell out of Brock Lesnar every turn he possibly could in a matter of seconds leading into WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar finally got his exact revenge on Goldberg and then finally won the championship, or the Universal Championship, and it went on. But outside of that, okay, that was good. That was golden. That was great. Then they finished it off by putting Goldberg into the Hall of Fame the following year. Okay, that was great. Now, when he did the Dolph Ziggler shit, that was okay. Okay, that was a little fun, non-important match. It was just something to fill in the card. It was a fun little thing to do. Everybody got a kick out of it. Everybody went on to the next match, and people just, okay, it's fine. But now I understand you didn't get to do your World Championship match with Roman Reigns last year for WrestleMania 36 when you guys were supposed to face each other over the Universal Championship and Roman was supposed to go over on you. Okay, you got Braun Strowman, but man, get over it. Shit happens. COVID-19 hit. Okay? Roman Reigns was just coming off of leukemia for about a year then. He was just coming off of leukemia. So he actually took proper and smart motives towards the situation. And even though WrestleMania season was strong and it was going into WrestleMania time, he did the right decision. He stepped away so he wasn't becoming a risk to himself or the people around him and sat at home. And then Braun Strowman took over. And then you lost to Braun Strowman. And then you got mad because you lost to Braun Strowman. You couldn't hold him the title. Like, they're going to let a person that literally doesn't even wrestle a full-length match hold a championship belt. Even Brock Lesnar, when he dominates fucking people, outside of maybe Kofi Kingston and a couple other matches that he might have did in between or beat the hell out of, you know, most of that time, Brock Lesnar still puts on at least a 10-minute or more match on most occasions. You barely even give us a lengthy match to even talk about. Your damn matches last about as long as a fucking natural ad on a computer before they get to go into the next level of your video game because you don't got the money to take the ads off. Like, come on. It's like, it's like, I'm to the point now because they're still trying to make Goldberg out to be this indestructible force of nature. Like, dog, you're in your 50s, bro. Like, come on, you're in your almost late 50s, almost early 60s, some shit around there. You close around that situation somewhere. It's like, come on, man. Like, dog, you're not that damn much of a force no more. People need to stop doing this shit with letting Goldberg just run through every damn body. It's like, come on. At the end of the goddamn day, in Royal Rumble, they literally need to have it where Drew McIntyre goes over on Goldberg. It should be no faster than it should be no longer of a match than what he did with Brock Lesnar, and it should be the same damn way. Goldberg gets a couple spears off, he fails, something bad happens to him where he tried to do something else, it backfires. Maybe that stupid cliche of him trying to spear you, and then he hits the damn turnbuckle or some shit. Maybe this time he actually won't concuss himself. And then he gets up and gets claymored a couple times and gets put down for the damn count. But at the same damn time, I'm hoping that's what happens. But at the same time, around this season, Bishop May had this tendency to all of a sudden now he's just high on Goldberg. He's just like, I understand you're old as hell, and most people don't really believe you being this dominant factor no more. They're not saying that you're in a threat, that you can't protect yourself, but you literally still going on doing the same shit you're doing back in your late 30s and early 40s, you know, in movies and everything else. Okay, you know what? We're gonna let you win again. It's like, okay, I understand when you beat Bray Wyatt, you pin him down to the mat. Bray Wyatt didn't stay down. He got up and looked right back at you while you were cheering on the ropes, but he left out of disappointment, pissed off. But, I mean, this is getting to the point now where this is getting kind of ridiculous. And I mean, I'm a fan of nostalgia. I love nostalgia. But it's like, but seeing the same nostalgia going for the same situation, especially when it's someone that doesn't even do a longevity of matches in a long duration, or even in a duration that's even worthy of talking about. It's like, no. This should be Drew McIntyre going to WrestleMania facing somebody that can help push the roster up to the next level with him this time. If Goldberg wanted to come back, he should just challenge someone like Riddle, who's been talking shit, trying to get him to come back to face him. He should have faced Riddle this year at WrestleMania. That would have been a different situation. I mean, that would have been kind of like a bearing of Riddle, which would have sucked. But at the same time, at least it would have made sense you coming back to go out against Riddle. But now they having you going against McIntyre. It's like, no. Hell no. And then let's see. It was like, yes. And him winning the championship, it's pointless. I mean, come on, think about it. It is. It's pointless. I mean, him winning the championship is not even like Brock Lesnar level where it's like, can be favorable on why he got it, try to make the other guy look good, or some shit like that. I mean, come on. It's pointless. Why? So that he just lose the damn title next month or two to somebody else that probably juice him over to make him look strong still? It's like, nothing about Goldberg winning the championship right now will benefit the situation at hand. He's not the right nostalgic superstar to win the championship and make things look good for the storyline to lead into somebody else taking the title from him or the same champion he took it from, regaining it back and taking it from him. Nothing of it benefits it. His storyline makes no sense. His storyline even coming back right now is stupid. There's nothing that he just said in that promo made any fucking sense. None of it. So literally no. Man, literally everything that deals around Goldberg right now in this situation is going into this damn match at Royal Rumble against Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship makes no sense whatsoever. It's pointless, and him winning is pointless. The only damn thing that benefits this match would be him losing. He has to lose. Or literally, it just makes the storyline suck. It does. Because, I mean, at the same time, it's not needed. Let's see. Yes, because, like I was saying, I'm just making sure in my notes. Because, I mean, let's be honest. Goldberg barely puts anybody over. The only one he really put over, I mean, because he lost to Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33. That wasn't putting Brock over. Brock was already over. You know what I'm saying? That was just an added damn victory to his damn resume. It's like he doesn't push anybody. He doesn't give anybody a push. I mean, at least, people like John Cena and Edge and Jericho while he was in WWE, people like them, they always found ways to push people. Make them look good. Especially, I mean, people talk trash about John Cena all they want, but the last fucking 5 years John Cena was in that business, he was pushing the hell out of people. Everybody, even if he beat somebody, he was still making them look good enough to the point where they were getting moved up in the storylines. So, literally, but Goldberg doesn't do this. He doesn't do it. He doesn't do it in any aspect. All he does is come in, destroy somebody with a bunch of spears, gives him a jackhammer, leaves the damn ring, and literally you're still left in the same situation that you were before this whole storyline started with him in the first place. And if a storyline ends leading nowhere and leaving you in the same spot where you were when you first started the damn storyline, then that storyline meant absolutely nothing. And literally, his storyline in this one means absolutely nothing. Because it'd be one thing if Randy Orton was a champion, then he could have came in and said, you don't care about the legends, everything else. I really think that he's looking at Randy Orton, literally, because he must not realize that it's Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre was not the one that disrespect legends. It was Randy Orton that was disrespecting legends. He should have just walked in and said, if he would have just walked in and said, now usually I don't just come in and demand championships, but I would love to challenge you at the Royal Rumble for the WWE Championship. There would have been one thing like, okay, it's like a nostalgic power against a current power. All right, this would be a great thing to add to Drew McIntyre's resume. All right, I accept the challenge. All right, let's do this. But that's not happening, is it? That's not what really happened, is it? And then it's like, come on, man. Totally come on. And then it's like, I mean, because he needs to lose at Royal Rumble. He has to. He has to lose at Royal Rumble. Because Drew McIntyre needs to defend that championship at the pay-per-view. I mean, come on. He beat Brock Lesnar last year. Someone who beats Lesnar last year, if they're still champion leading around this time, they should be the one defending the championship in the following year. You know what I'm saying? In the following WrestleMania. Because it makes sense. I'm not saying he has to main event the pay-per-view, but he should be defending that championship at the following WrestleMania. I mean, come on, it makes sense. I mean, come on, this guy just beat the guy that most people have a hard time beating, that barely ever beat. And now all of a sudden, now you're not going to have him defend the championship? I mean, he hasn't defended the championship. It makes sense. But so I'm hoping that Goldberg does not win. Hopefully, for once in his damn life, he puts somebody over. And if he does go to WrestleMania, this be some nostalgic versus somebody else in a damn wrestling match, like maybe Riddle or something, and we call it quits. And let's see, like I said, I can understand what he was being frustrated about not being able to face Reigns. I understand. It was a storyline that was planned for months, but like they always say, the gears keep going and things happen. You got to go to the route. So I mean, just fucking wait patiently for the time you can face Reigns and just face Reigns. But it's like, it's no need to get It's just, I mean, shit. I'll just say it in the natural way. As a person that I watch a lot on YouTube would always say, good old Simon Miller, things happen. They do. Things happen, and in that situation, there was an understandable reason on why that thing happened. Most of the time, it's not. It's just that weird anomaly where you're like, what the hell am I watching? And am I watching the same show? But this time, that thing that happened was understandable. Stop giving so much damn problems and heat over that situation. Just respect it. Just respect it. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's just a big situation with this guy. And I mean, literally, it's a quick discussion on it, but it's just literally all in all, in this situation, the best thing to happen at the Royal Rumble is for Goldberg to lose and let Drew McIntyre retain the championship and go on to better pastures, to greener pastures, to any kind of the fucking pasture you want, just not you winning that damn championship. It is not the time for this shit. You want to do this shit at Extreme Rules or something? Go ahead and do it. I don't give a damn. But right now at WrestleMania time, no. Drew McIntyre needs to retain the championship at WrestleMania. There should be no other outcome whatsoever, but him retaining at Royal Rumble and going to WrestleMania. That's the only thing that makes sense. Ain't none of us that are true 100% wrestling fans are going to sit here and be calm and collected until this damn Royal Rumble comes and the resolve is 100% in the present. And that present can't get here any damn sooner because we still got some weeks to go. But at the same time, there is no other option. But at the same time, leave a comment down below of what you think should go down at Royal Rumble. Do you want Goldberg to win the championship and probably lead into the WrestleMania time and defend it? Do you want Drew McIntyre to retain and him go on? What, do you think maybe in some weird way, maybe Miz might cash it in on one of them? Maybe Goldberg wins and Miz cashes it on Goldberg or some stuff like that or something. Some weird crap that shouldn't even happen. But do you think that might happen? Or maybe something else that I'm not seeing that maybe you guys will see, that you guys are seeing a lot better than I am right now? Please leave down in the comment section. And at the same way as always, if you like what you're hearing, hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, we sure would love you to join. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell for future videos like this. Get those damn notifications, baby. And at the same time, as always, wrestling's forever. Be safe. One love.